It was hot. Too hot. The kind of heat that only comes around when things are about to go down. The kind of heat that makes you miss grandma's nondescript, non-alcoholic beverage. To be fair, in my line of work, you want a pure non-alcoholic beverage any way you can get it. I was sitting back in my office, shuffling papers and hoping I could make enough money to pay for rent. He walked in like an atomic bomb. Tiny, loud, and unnecessary. "I'm in a bind, detective, and a real tight one at that." Adam laid on me. My old playground chum Nate Ritchie had gotten himself in deep. He'd been framed for being a local pot dealer known only as the Gardener. Richie and I had been pals since we were just young tadpoles. I know he's a good kid and wouldn't hurt a fly. I sat him down and asked him to describe what the criminal looked like. I've been acting as my resident sketch artist ever since my old one died in that tobogganing incident. Rest in peace, Suaib. I still think about you every day. I told Nate he had to lay low while I sorted this out. If the police were to catch him, we'd be in hot water. I set out to interrogate local junkies with the same cool, collected methods my reputation was built on. I asked them if they recognized the sketch. They all insisted it was just a paper with scribbles on it. It's horrific, really, how the pot rots the brains of its users, now unable to properly register shapes. Eventually, I gathered enough evidence to start getting the case together. Nate called. He was worried. He said he thought the police were on his tail. He said that I had to hurry. I didn't want to let my friend down. I tracked down my prime suspect's phone number. I called him up to schedule a pot deal appointment. We agreed to meet at Washington Square Park, where he would try and peddle me his product, and he'd be greeted with a fistful of street justice. I spotted him. He looked at me. I looked at him. He began to show me his product. "You know, you look a lot like that Detective Demarco guy." I quickly reached for my trusty shoe and smacked him across the head. I had caught him red-handed. All his product was on the bag on my desk. I told him I had him right where I wanted him. I ripped the tape off his mouth and he said, "You got it all wrong. I'm just a distributor." He was but a seedling in a much larger garden. I handled it coolly. But when I turned around, the crook had dashed out. I went to chase him, but someone was waiting for me at the door. It was Nate Ritchie, with a bat. He began to smack me, and beat me, and bludgeon me, and then it hit me, like a bag of dead babies. Nate Ritchie had been the gardener the whole time. The minute he realized the cops were on his tail, he hatched a plan. He wanted to pin it all on me. With all that dealer's product on my desk, I would be caught seemingly red-handed. And there I was, unconscious, soon to be dead maybe. No one would think that Nate Ritchie was the gardener, because everyone would think that it was me.
Living off borrowed time, the clock tick faster. That'll be the hour they knock the slick blaster. Dick Dastardly and Muttley with sick laughter. A gunfight and they come to cut the mix master. ICE Cole, nice to be old. Y2G Steve twice to threefold. He sold scrolls, lo and behold. Know who's the illest ever, like the greatest story told. Keep your glory, gold and glitter.